What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Matt Gifted Hands, back to you with another haircut tutorial. We're going strong until the end of the year, guys. Christmas is around the corner, but I wanted to give you this as an early gift. And it's a fire haircut tutorial. What I'm doing right now is I'm debulking the sides of my client's hair. We're gonna do a high taper on the sides, about a mid taper on the back, mid to high taper on the back. We're not gonna cut off too much length. We're just gonna focus on the sides, and we're gonna make sure we blend the sides into the back of the taper with trimming the side of the hair on the as far as like the longer hair. I'm using my Gamma Instinct clippers, and I started my first guideline, and then I'm going to use the lever all the way open, put it in the middle, and then I close it to remove that first panel. So open lever, put it in the middle, and then close it to remove that bottom line. Now this is my one guard, lever all the way open. I put it in the middle, and then I close it to soften up that area. And this is a system that works for me. I know there's a lot of ways to create a nice blend with nice gradiency, and we all cut different. All barbers cut different. What matters at the end of the day is I don't cut to please another barber. Now, as motivation in the shop or seeing something on the gram, social media, something fire, trying to impress a barber, you tag him in it, whatever, cool. But as long as my client loves it, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So, all right, back to the haircut. I started with my 2 guard from my 1 guard because there's a little bit of, I would say there's more gradiency with a 1.5 guard going into a 2 instead of doing a 1.5 and then a 2. So I'll do my 2 guard. I'll come back with the 1.5 guard, remove whatever left behind, and then I jump down to my 1 guard. And I start with the lever open, just kind of soften up some spots, some dark spots. And again, guys, we're gonna do a high taper. So what I like to do with this texture of hair, real tight curls, is have a comb in handy. That way you can comb those curls out and down into the hair pattern. And what I'm doing now is I pretty much finished the system, right, of my guard system. Now I'm just doing some details and removing dark spots. What I'm doing right here is I tapered behind the ear, right? I took my clipper and I freehanded that area. That way you can make sure that the side taper blends into the back taper, and it's not just like a big bulky piece right there, if that makes any sense. So I'll take my clipper and freehand that area, kind of shape it into the top, and that's just educating your client. Like my client right now trusts me enough that he just sits in a chair, tells me he wants a taper or the same thing that we've been doing, and I know exactly what I need to do and what to do. That was my boy Nate acting crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like my clients trust me enough to do what looks good, right? With allowing them to have some type of say-so with their haircut. But you see the shape? Look at the shape. It's tapered into the ear, into the back. And now right here, what I'm doing is I'm debulking this area. I'm kind of blending down. Starting with a higher guard, and I'm working my way down to a lower guard. So I believe I started with a 3, going with the grain. Depending on the length of the hair, I'll start with the lever open, right, and then close it. But I believe I started with the lever closed. Now I'm all the way down to my 1 guard. Lever open, put it in the middle, then close it, just to see those different levels of hair, right? That light, medium, dark. And then now we're gonna start the taper. And what I was doing was I was just debulking that area, that way I can have cleaner canvas. Look how tight those curls are. It's good to have a brush, but also a comb, a fine tooth comb.
Damn it, Tito. Another one?
And you're gonna see that I'm gonna be turning the clipper upside down in different angles. That's because I want to feed that hair into that blade. His hairs in the back of his neck grow different ways, so you want to make sure you're cutting against the grain as well. Whenever I turn the clipper over and I cut downwards, I'm basically cutting with the grain, and that's how the hair lays down. See right there. And this taper's coming together, guys. Same steps. I go 1 to a 2, back down to a 1.5. And I like to start with the lever open because trial and error. If the hair's not cutting with the lever open, then you can work your way to a closed position. However, if you're working from closed, then you may create yourself like an area that you can't fade out if you're not familiar with what goes into what fades into what. But as long as you know your numbers, then you should know how to fade. It just takes time, repetition. Cutting live people, live hair, along with mannequins. Mannequin hair. If you could cut mannequin hair, you can cut human hair. Same thing right here with the comb, combing out those tight curls. So now that we have finished the back taper, we're gonna go ahead and start the lineup process. I had sprayed some liquid razor, borrowed this product from Beam, and because he cuts right next to me, man, so I got the benefits of even using his trimmers or clippers, being able to see him cut hair and the techniques that he uses. It's super fire. So anyway, yeah, I applied some liquid razor, and I just felt like that line hits differently because it's like using spritz. Probably it's a better product than spritz, but it holds the hair in place. I cannot remember the name of this product, but it holds the hair in place. It gives you that white ash line, and it just keeps the hair and lays it down. Like, it's fire. And you go back, and when you use a razor on this, you get more of an ash line. But look at this lineup coming together. Looks clean with that taper. So So right here, you're gonna see that hair is just gonna go right into that product, and I see why he uses it, because it works. It looks fire. It's what you want as far as a barber, what you can see. Because whenever you do this without using shave gel, you're able to see to what line. If the shave gel is clear, then it's good. But it's just different with dry shaving and how to properly do it without cutting the client, making sure it's comfortable, and using sharp blades. They don't give me no money for this, but Dorco Prime Platinum blades, I use those. I've used Ghost blades. I like them both. I feel like I can get a consistent pack of Dorco Prime blades, and they're sharp. So that taper's looking clean. We're gonna go ahead and line up underneath the beard, shape it up a little bit. But I feel like this haircut came out fire. Sheesh, brought my boy back to life. Walked in head down, frowning, sad, don't know what to do with life. Nah, I'm kidding. Nah, my dog needed a cut though, for real. All right, man, this is a finished product. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully the steps and techniques that I explained that I did helped out. And as always, Team Gifted, stay gifted.